Hello and welcome to VAD Inspires. If you're new, please subscribe because I post tips, improvement information on how you can create, maintain, and increase productivity, success, and happiness. Today, I want to talk to you about something really profound that is going to change your life. It's a habit that I just, something that just dawned on me, and I just decided to share it with you. And that is the power of choice. Think about this for a moment. Where you are now in your life, what we are doing today, the person you're with, if you're with somebody, like your position in life today, was it by chance? Was it by circumstances? Or did you make a decision that this place is good for you or this place is fine for you? Whether you know it or not, unconsciously or consciously, you always make a decision. And for the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to try to explain how all this work. So first of all, what is a choice? I looked it up in a dictionary. It says it's an option. Right? An option to select something, an option to, choose something. So we are always choosing, we are always selecting, we are always trying to find out which one is the best, which one is the latest, which one is this, which one is that, which one is good, which one is bad, which one is positive, which one is negative. Just for a moment, I want to take you back to President John F. Kennedy speech before the first man went to the moon. Did you remember what he said? There's a key part in that speech. I'm gonna post a link to the speech here below and other resources that helped me create this video, so you can do more more research if you want, or you can read up my sources, some of them. President Kennedy said, we choose to go to the moon. That's what he said. We choose to go to the moon. It was a decision that he made. Not because they're easy, but because they are hard. That's the reason why he made a decision. But the key word here I want you to, grasp here for a moment is, he said, we choose to go to the moon. That did it. Now, have you made your important life decisions? These decisions that we all go through every day. Some of them are little, meager. Some of them are huge, grandiose. But I want to talk about the big ones, because the little ones, sometimes we end up making a decision. But the big ones, we tend to run around in circle and end up doing nothing, which is a decision. You decide not to decide, and you're in the middle. So here is a guy who says, I want to start a business, but I won't until I get the money. Here's a lady who says, I want to do my assignment. I won't until I feel comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna start school. I won't start until the right time. You see what happening here? You don't need money to make a decision to start a business. You don't need to make a decision to start a business and then acquire money. But you don't need money to make a decision. There's no right time. You need to make a decision before worrying about other circumstances that we follow them. The what ifs can come later. Let me give you a quick analogy here. When you get to a traffic light, right? On the freeway, there are tons of traffic lights all ahead. When the one in front of you turns green, do you say, no, I'm not going to move until the other ones in the front turn green? Then I want to move all the way. That's not what you do. The first one turns green, you move. Second one turns green, you move, and you move until you get to your destination. And that's a decision. You make a decision to move. And that's something with your life, your business, your career, whatever you can think of. Your improvement, your happiness, right? Your growth. These are decisions. You have to make a decision first. You make a decision on the red light. When it turns green, I'm going to move. Not thinking about the next one in front, if he's going to move or not. You know he's going to move. The next one. How do you know? You're not sure, but the law of averages says chances are it has to move. And that's how you have to be with your life. For you to start a business, the business can be the first red light. Say, okay, I'm going to start a business. Now you're moving. Okay, what do I need? I need money. I need capital. I need to build up a team. These are different red lights on the road that you have to, come to it. But jumping from a business, opening a business, or going to school to, I don't have the money and I don't have the time. These are different stuff that you need to worry about after you make a decision. Worrying about the capital, worrying about if you really have the time, the one that you are on, the traffic light that you are on is still red. You can't move. You're worrying about if those ones in front are going to turn green. Even if they turn green, you can't move. The traffic light says you can't move because the one you are at is still saying red. Stop. You have to stay there. So make a decision. When you make a decision, things will change. Don't worry about the what ifs. The what ifs comes later. These are things that can be solved later. But you do need to make a decision to start. Just do anything, no matter how small. If you want to go on a trip, you don't need a car. You don't need people. You don't need money to make a decision to go to the trip. But you do need to make a decision to go to the trip in order to acquire money, car, every other thing else, the equipment. So that's the simple analogy here that I just want to make clear. Because sometimes I Googled up, I try to look out how to make a decision. Just try it. You'll see a bunch of stuff. 100 ways to make a decision. 500 ways to do this. 10 ways to do that. 3 ways to do that. It is so tiring. Do you know what that does? Those are part of the things that keep you stranded from making a decision. I'm not saying those articles are not good, but I think they're part of the things that is keeping you from making a decision. You need to do this before you make a decision. You need to do that. 10 ways, 50 ways, 500 ways to do this. 500. Just decide to start. That's it. But I found one article that really pointed this out. And I totally agree with this point of view. And you will see the link to that article in the description below. And it said, take action. That was the whole point. Just start taking action. That's the only thing you need. You don't need 10 ways. You don't need 10 things to know. You don't need 100 things to know before you make a decision to start. When you start, the whole game changes. When you start, the whole paradigm changes. Because people are always stuck between making decision quickly and not making at all. And remember, you don't know the outcome. You don't know what's going to happen until you commit. Until you say, I am going to do it. Just pick one and go. Just pick one and go. I struggle with decisions every day, but with this method, I found myself making more decisions that I've otherwise made in the past, that I just stagnate, and sometimes I don't remember, and sometimes I just put it off and say I'm going to decide it later. All these and all that, these impediments and causes just stagnate you. So when you decide to start, everything changes. Thank you for watching. Stay inspired and remain great.